What's up, you bitches? Alright, so basically, the new year for fantasy football is coming to a start. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos because we got a big hit out of the last one I made when I took over for Charlie for the weekly wildcard or whatever. I don't like writing, so I'd rather just talk and say whatever the I want. So, I figured it'd be a good idea, especially with the new kids coming in, if we kind of gave them a taste of what the draft is going to be like, considering how the draft went last year. Flashback, Chris Johnson, Cam Newton, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Nobody who should have gone in the top 5 went in the top 5. It was a bunch of, it was a free-for-all. So, I thought, instead of having us, because we can't really do the mock draft calculator and shit, I kind of do my own mock draft of what I think is going to actually happen, especially with all the keeper shit. It might be a little hard, and we all think alike, so it wouldn't be that big a difference. And because I just moved in my new apartment, we don't have cable or internet or anything, so I can't do shit. And we don't have any food. That's why I'm eating popcorn out of a fucking bag. But so yeah, we're gonna go down the line of everybody, see what kind of possible keepers they could do, and this is only gonna be a first round mock by me. So I know you guys are really gonna want to listen up and hear what I have to say. So this is the official Notorious mock draft of the Boogie League, season 7. Are we in season 7 or season 6? I can't remember. So I think we're in season 7 actually. I don't really give a shit. I just want my ring. But some red-haired freak took it from me. Asshole. Without further ado, I'm running out of popcorn, so we need to get this show on the road. With the first pick is Derek Schultz. Now, for those of you who don't know, Derek, he is something else. He's made it to the championship twice, and he's lost both times. I don't even think it was close. So he's pretty devastated. So he's a pretty funny character. And then also he's known for he holds the record for the lowest scoring total in a game, 28 or 31. Either way, it's really bad. He won the Scholar Actis Award last year, which is a prestigious honor if you want to be known for sucking ass. He's really looking to turn this around, and with his keeper thing, I think he has the option to do that. Just whether or not he successfully does that, we can only pray that he doesn't, because it's hilarious when the only keeper I see Derek holding on to is obviously AJ Green for a second rounder. He has a 24th pick in the second round. That's like a steal almost for him. There's a first overall pick, and here's where it gets hard. Because a lot of guys have, I think there's like 7 of the top 10 backs are probably going to be kept. He's not going to get AP because AG's got AP. That's weird. Rob's most likely going to keep Arian, so Derek he's kind of in a pickle. He should do what the Cavaliers probably should have done, just trade it out instead of taking some frickin' guy for the hell of it. You know my number. I'll make the Terrorizers pick first overall for the 3rd year in a row. Just give me a call. Not really, again, a top quarterback that he could take because a lot of them are going to probably be kept. So this is what I think. Because Derek will probably keep the guy, one, probably best available that's not being kept, and a guy he should have held on to and not traded to me, which helped lead me to 11 straight weeks of winning the streak. Derek with the first overall pick is going to take Calvin Johnson. I think that's he's going to try and make it seem like, oh, it's some big deal and nobody saw it coming. But Derek, you're going to take Calvin. It's pretty predictable. The second overall pick, we have John Titties Laerdal. Believe it or not, I don't think John gets his credit. He puts together a pretty solid roster, and he actually made probably the best trade out of the whole year by snagging CJ Spiller. I think he gave up RG3, but I mean, still, that was just a good trade for both teams. And CJ Spiller is going to be a hell of a back, so John is definitely going to be keeping CJ Spiller for a 7th round if he isn't. The Then his possible first-round keeper is Tom Brady. I mean, he took Tom Brady 3rd or 4th overall last year, so I mean, you can't really rule it out. I don't necessarily see that. Again, this is me talking. I don't see that necessarily being a good idea, but what the do I know? It's tough to say because again, like I said, there's not a lot of top backs. I mean, is it too crazy to say that Reggie Bush could possibly go here 2nd overall? He's part of John's team for life. Who knows, maybe John will keep Reggie Bush for a 3rd rounder. But with this year, things are going to be a lot different, just drafting in general, and just going off best available, and I'm trying to kind of tap into John's head. Charlie claims that he's not keeping LaShawn McCoy, but I don't think he realizes the lack of top running backs that are actually going to be available. But if Charlie sticks to his claim that he's not holding on to LaShawn McCoy, I actually see John taking LaShawn McCoy with the 2nd overall pick. I mean, you need backs, so you may as well get him early. Yeah. I don't know. With the 3rd overall pick, there's Charlie. And so he's apparently not, with my mock, he's not keeping LaShawn McCoy. Now, he doesn't like to seem like he's predictable, but at this moment he's going to be extremely, extremely predictable. And he's going to select Alfred Morris here at the 3rd overall pick, which, I mean, isn't a bad choice. I mean, he exploded onto the scene. He was a big-time running back last year, I think like top 5 or something. And Charlie's always had a thing for these old-school players, of course, because he's going to keep Peyton Manning for a 4th, and so just those like AFC old-school players, Charlie just jumps all over. So Alfred Morris is just one of those big bruising backs. He just reminds me of some old. He's a Charlie player. There's Taylor players, the fast dreads, just flashy guys, and then Charlie players who are just freaking old and somehow get points and they steal touchdowns when they shouldn't have, and like AG players who are just retarded in how they score points for no goddamn reason. There's Derek players who might not even start the game and probably will end up scoring like no more than 5 points. Did I miss anybody? And then there's Sky players who just get hurt in the first quarter of a game. And then there's Mike, who always has Danny Woodhead on his team and starts him when Danny Woodhead shouldn't even be on a fantasy football roster. The 4th, Michael actually has 2 really solid keeper options for the 1st and 2nd round. Ray Rice for a 1st and Trent Richardson for a 2nd. I mean, in a 12-team league, Trent would be a 1st rounder all day long. So being able to keep those 2, Mike's probably going to have the most talented running cores in the league. Yeah, so real easy. Mike keeps Ray Rice for the 4th overall pick in the 1st round. And he also keeps Trent Richardson off the board, so Mike's got a good-looking team so far. To a very interesting dilemma with Rob in the 5th pick is he has 3 really good keepers, or keeper options, you could call them. I don't know what the you want to call them. He has 2 of the top young QBs in RG3 and Andrew Luck with really, really good keeper value. And then he also has Arian Foster for a 1st round keeper value. Which, I mean, he's got pretty much a number 1 overall pick in the 5th spot. So I don't see, and again, like I said, with the lack of running backs, I don't see Rob not keeping Arian Foster. It'll be interesting to see if he holds on to RG3 or Andrew Luck with that late round value. So I'm going to mark Rob down with Arian Foster with the 5th pick. And then with the 6th, we got Nick, who's also kind of got 2 really good 1st and 2nd round keepers. He's got Marshawn Lynch to keep for a 2nd rounder, which I mean is basically like another 1st rounder. So he's obviously going to do that to make sure he's got a top back. And then his 1st rounder is Drew Brees, which I mean at this point looks just as good too. So I think that one's really simple too. With Nick is he's going to keep Drew Brees for the 6th pick and also keep Marshawn for the 2nd. So that seems pretty obvious. And then we get to Sky with the 7th overall pick. And at this point, since he's got a ring, he's just gonna, and because he has obviously no chance to keep Cam Newton or even get Cam Newton on his team with Noah pretty much having him for the rest of his life. Guy's just going to try and do something funny, something real funny, because he's already got Doug Martin, the top back, for a second rounder. So, God, everybody's got a top back for like a first or second round keeper, except me and the new guys. I'll have to think of something. I'm going to try and do something really funny. And I actually think I pretty much know what it is, too. He's going to try to get at me a little bit. And honestly, since this going to the championship and it not working, my days with Chris Johnson are over. We had a nice run, but I mean, especially since they just signed Sean Green to pretty much vulture more carries, I'm not going through another season of having another Lendale White pretty much jabbing at my pride all the time. Sky's gonna draft Chris Johnson here, and he's gonna look directly at me, assuming that it's gonna affect me, which it won't. So go ahead and do it and have fun winning the Scholarly Actress Award for the 3rd year. And do I even have to announce Noah's for the 8th? He's keeping Cam Newton. I think I could make 1,000 videos for years and years and years. I think I'm going to be saying the same exact things. Noah will be keeping Cam Newton this year. He's going to be the leader of the Ark for decades. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is going to be the leader of the Ark. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I love how Noah jumped at the opportunity. I'm a supporter, and I approve that message. And then we get to me with the 9th pick, and let me just tell you now, I can already see it this draft, all the way getting to the 9th pick, and me just sitting there, not doing anything or making any chaos. I am not going to be a happy camper. And there's no juicy players available, so I mean, I will probably have to make something juicy happen. Again, anything you have planned is not going to work out. There's not a quarterback that I would reach on, not even Kaepernick, you'd think, because he's running quarterback, and he's kind of like RG3, but he's not. All I can say is AG stole that ring, because my pride is still sore from that damn game. If it got to this point, if no one would probably do a trade, let me just say this now. I am not sitting at the 9th overall pick, and I am not having it. So, if you want to move back, come talk to me. Papa will give you a sweet deal. I mean, your day up. Point, if I did have to sit here and no one would trade with me, one, I would just become a nightmare to be around. But I would probably then take Jamal Charles, which isn't too bad. I mean, I think I'd be satisfied at the end of the day, but nope, not staying at 9. I'm out. I'm moving out. And then this bitch for the 10th pick. I don't even want to say his name. He's going to keep Aaron Rodgers. An AP in the 2nd. Dick. Douchebag. And 11 and 12. I don't know what it is, because I just went based off who we added. Connor was first and then Jack was next, so I'd have Connor at 11 and Jack at 12. But I mean, Noah is the commission. If he wants to flip whip to the last and Jack to the 11th, I don't care. But this is the way I see it playing out. So I'm just going to go with Jack picking at 11, because I'm pretty sure Noah will want to make Connor go last. I don't think anybody's going to stop him. That's what you get when you enter the Boogie League. If you don't know, Jack is a big-time Bears fan. Either going to take Matt Forte or Brandon Marshall. I don't trust Forte worth a lick. I probably see Jack taking the better player, which is Brandon Marshall. So hey, Jack's going to take Brandon Marshall with the 11th pick. 12th, Connor, which, I mean, I really don't give a living of who Connor picks. Going to be drafted in the front of the league next year is because he's not going to win a goddamn game. I mean, you could take old-ass MJD, see if he's got anything left in the tank. There may be Steven Jackson. The hell are they going to do for you? Connor is a big-times Falcon fan. He could take Roddy White, but I mean, we all know he's the number 2 wide receiver in Atlanta. Have fun with him, dick. Actually, that would... Oh, that's it right there. Matt Ryan. Connor's taking Matt Ryan. Falcon fan, probably has a huge boner for Matt Ryan. Mark Connor down for Matt Ryan. I can kind of guarantee that one, just like Charlie taking Alfred Morris. predictable. There you have it. A quick last second rundown of the first round mock draft of the Boogie League by yours truly. And again, if you make a comment below saying, "Oh, I would never take this person," till you know what the I don't care. Okay. And I know we're kind of shooting for beginning of kind of like the first week in August. So maybe mention when you can, or any dates that don't work for you, because we gotta let's try and get as many people as we can, and because I still think we can pull off a all live draft. Also, another note of what the draft's like: it's a very ridiculous. It's a red carpet event. You come dressed up in suits. Extremely heated environment. Oh, and here's another thing I wanted to tell you guys, or at least mention. But I know half of you won't even listen. But before the draft, because we usually have to vote on stuff for the new year, kind of ask everybody's opinion and all that. And we always do that, but every year there's like 4 or 5 people just, oh my god, can we come on? Can we just get going here? Why are you talking? I mean, Noah will be up there talking, and Mike will be in the back yelling, "You won't! You won't, though! You won't! What? You won't!" And Sky will be over there like, "Ah! Oh my god! Today!" And then I'm going to be in the corner talking, "Please get me out of 9. I want out, I'll give you anything." AG's going to be all like,
"Teachers have souls! You don't know me."
Jack and Connor are both going to be like, "We're new. We don't know what we're doing. We're just happy to be a part of this." So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Can't wait to get the league started. Let's just get this puppy rolling. And like I said before, you'll probably be getting a lot more of these just because sometimes when things happen, I just need to vent. And yelling at you guys is priceless. So thanks for listening. If you did, if you made it all the way through this, high five. Good work. If you didn't, talk to you later. Notorious out.